Hello everybody. Moatasem Kh, I have no idea how to pronounce his name, sent me these pictures and asked how I would model this part of a headphone. Now, this area here is a bit tricky, and I said to him this would be a typical case or an ideal case for mesh fusion, but I would have a look how it can be done with normal modeling. You must excuse me, I'm currently having a pretty tough cold, and I hope I don't have to cough very often. Okay, so let's do it. I go to Modo, I'm in front view and make a circle with 24 edges, and I make it 75 by 100 millimeters and put it in the middle. A key so we see it, then B for bevel, and I bevel it in maybe 3 millimeters, and middle mouse button, bevel it in again and again, but this last time a bit more, and then delete this. Okay, next I take a square about this size. Let's have a quick look. Yes, it is pretty long, and Alt 1 to control this. Now first we have to center this in every position, Alt 1 to get the vertices, then B for bevel with a round level of 1, and bevel it in quite a bit. Yes, it is pretty round, like so. Then we can bevel this to about here and delete. We need an edge in here and in here, Alt C with a count of 1, and then we have a total of 14 and we need 24, so 5 to here and 5 to here, Alt C, uniform, count of 5. Now we can connect these inner rings together, bridge, and I think I want to have 2 more edges in here to make it look a bit even. Now I can use symmetry on Y and select these two, bridge, select these here and bridge, and now we need 3 edges in here, Alt C, count of 3, and uniform. Then we can bridge these two and select this and press the P key to put the polygon in, and now we have our starting surface. Next I use a fall off, a radial fall off, and auto size it, but without without symmetry. Auto size, good. Then W key and bring this out to about here. Escape to get rid of the fall off. Then I use the outer edges here, Z key, and pull them back a bit and shift click a bit more, like so. Now I need to bring this edge down a bit to make it more round in this area, like about so. Yes, and then in front view I select the left half of this model and delete it. Then we can select these polygons, delete them, select these polygons, delete, and finally select these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and delete them as well. Then I can select these edges, Z key, pull them back to here, and let's see, so R key, and flatten them on the Z axis. Now we can bridge these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 and bridge. So far so good. Now the problem now is these two edges here will be spiders and will look not so good. And the point here is we have to harden these edges to get rid of these spiders, but we may not disturb the rest of the geometry, and this is really a little bit of a challenge, but it's not so complicated. I will show you. So first I select these polygons, one more, up arrow key, Control X, Control V. Now I leave it Control X to not impact this part of the model. So you will see what I mean. So if you remember my how to avoid spiders tutorial, then you know we need to make squares around here so we can get rid of one of the edges, or two of the edges rather. So I start with putting a single edge in here and a single edge in here, and already we have the first problem. If I would leave this here, this is like hardening an edge, and you would see it when we render it. So this is what we must get rid of first. So I use this vertex here, go to Action Center, Element, W key, use this and move it up maybe 1/3, like so. Do the same here, W key, and move it down, and now we will get away with it. It will not be noticeable. About these here we will care later. Let's continue with making our squares around these vertexes here. So put an edge in here, another one here, another one here. I have not put in this middle polygon on purpose, otherwise we would put in edges where we do not want to, and so we have complete control on where they end and can do it the rest later. So again here, put an edge in here and another one to here, another one here, here and here. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need the fifth one, and for that we must put in this polygon. So the C key for edge slice, and then I slice in. Make sure you have inside polygons active, so we can put this in here and one in here and another one in here. And now we can select this, bring it to here, click in here, click in here, and close it here. Doesn't want to. Let me check. Yes, it's only one vertex. So C key again and bring it in here and here, like so. Now, this already looks better, but we can make it look even better by getting rid of the spider. So C key, make a diagonal cut through here and C through here, and now we can remove these edges here. As you might remember from my first spider video, remove these, and now we can Control V, the rest of the geometry, and vertex merge automatic. Some have merged, others have not, and now we must fix this here. Now first I start up here. I put an edge in here with about 33 and here with about 66%, so we have thirds, and I can move this one to here, this one, come on, to here, and then we can remove these middle edges. Now we have kept this shape here, and we have just minimally distorted the rest of the model. This will not be visible. Let's do the same here. This one has merged, I believe. I will bevel this one with a round level of 0, and then connect these vertices together and these ones, and do the same here. Bevel and connect the vertices here and here. Good. Now this looks not so bad, and you see these corners here, they look pretty decent. Now we can mirror this, duplicate, mirror over X, apply with merge vertices. Yes, they have merged. Now we can do this middle part. For that I add in 2 edges in here. Then we can select the middle part here, L for loop, go to select close loop, and then press the B key for bevel, and on the blue handle bevel it in a little, bevel it in a bit more, bevel it out, and not quite back, because like so. When you look on the picture here, then it is a bit inside the case. So Control Z, Shift up arrow, M for material, and this will be metal, height, then M again, this will be the headphone on height. Let's see, yes, that is okay. There is one little problem. We have an N-gon in here, but this can easily be fixed by putting an edge in here at 50% and edge slice through here, and do the same on the other side. Shift click Now we are back with all quads, and we need to make the wires which hold the headphone. So I select this up to the middle, then go to the front view, basic. Let's make a tube. That's a bit big, maybe 2 millimeters. Yeah, that's better. Delete this and go back to Edge mode, then Shift F5 and use Seneca Menard's quick pipe script, and then Control X, N for a new mesh, Control V. Then with Action Center Origin, front view, so we see it better, R key, and move this out a bit and out here as well, like so. Now we can prepare this, Alt C, count of 3, and then I delete 2 parts here, delete, select this, Shift X and bring it up. Doesn't really matter, we won't see it. Do the same here. Alt C and delete the bottom one and Shift X this here, delete, and we need and must close the bottom here, so P key 3, B for bevel, bevel this in, drop the tool and do the same up here. P3, B for bevel again, bevel this in and put the single edge through here, like about so. Maybe another one here. Yeah, that's good enough. Now we can also delete this here, give this a material, M, metal, OK, then duplicate mirror over X, apply, Control X, bring it to this mesh, Control V. Now we can subdivide it and put some materials on and render it. Something like this. I start with metal, silver, polished silver for the metal, and plastic satin finished black for the headphone, and then use a studio environment to get some reflections, make it a bit bigger, like so, and render it. And that's it. if we look back, I think it's pretty much like this. Of course, maybe the shape is a bit too long, but anyway, you see what technique I was using to do it with standard modeling in Modo. So, thanks for watching. Take care and have fun modeling with Modo. See you some other time. Bye bye.